Shabbat Shalom, Israel. This is your brother Manatazach and brother Wayne coming live from from Dallas, Texas on this Sabbath. We're going into a lesson on the Feast of Tabernacles. We're at the close of the Feast of Tabernacles, the last 7 days of the feast, and we're just going to give a breakdown about the feast days. What it means, what is the Feast of Tabernacles, the purpose of it, and how the Feast of Tabernacles will basically impact us in the future, in the days to come. Okay, so we'll start out with prayer. First and foremost, we want to give thanks and our praises to the Most High, Ahayah, Bahashem Yeshaya, His Son, Yeshaya, and the Holy Spirit, the Wawarah. Father of the water, for today, this Sabbath, on your holy Sabbath day, as we go into this lesson of the Feast of Tabernacles, Father, just ask that you bless us, that you guide us, Father, as we give your word in correction and in truth. We just ask that you let this lesson be a blessing for those who are trying to come into the truth to find out, Father, what your feast day represents, what it means to us now, what it meant for our forefathers in the past, and what it means for us today and our children for in the future. We ask that you bless this lesson to give it understanding and truth, Father, for those who are attentive to this lesson today. I ask that you bless me and Brother Wayne as we go forth in reading your word and your law, Father, that we give understanding, Father, today on this holy day. We ask it all in your holy Son's name of Yeshaya. Amen.
Amen.
All right, we're going to start it off in the book of Leviticus. We're going to just straight get into it today. We're going to start at chapter 23, and we're going to start at verse 33. So the book of Leviticus 23, and we'll start at verse 33.
Ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 33. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 34, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, The 15th day of this 7th month shall be the Feast of Tabernacles, for 7 days unto the Lord. Verse 35. On the first day shall be an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein.
Okay, stop. So on the first day, which was a Sabbath, which was last Saturday, it was a regular Sabbath, but it started the Feast of Tabernacles. But the first day, again, it's clear that we should still not do any servile work, meaning service of work for any type of employer. Or if you have a business, you are to shut it down. Okay, go ahead.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 36. 7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. On the 8th day shall be an holy convocation unto you.
Okay, stop. So, 7 days we're supposed to feast. And it says, and offer an offering made by fire. So we're supposed to feast, we're supposed to cook, barbecue, just like we normally do. But this time we'll be doing it for the Lord for a total of 7 days. Okay? And it says on the 8th day, which is today. Today is the 8th day. And it's going to be a what?
Holy convocation.
A holy convocation, meaning a holy separate day of Sabbaths for this Feast of Tabernacle. Okay? And go ahead, finish the other half of that.
And ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. It is a solemn assembly, and ye shall do no servile work therein.
So again, this last day we're supposed to feast. We're supposed to offer and have a solemn assembly together with brethren as commanded. We should feast before the Lord, which is to prepare food and cook the day prior, just like a normal Sabbath. But we would have a feast day today in remembrance of the tabernacle. Okay, let's go down to verse 37.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 37. These are the feasts of the Lord which ye shall proclaim to be holy, convocations, to offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord, a burnt offering and a meat offering, a sacrifice and drink offering, everything upon his day.
Okay, stop. So as we can see here, this is a holy convocation. The word holy means separate. The word convocation means an assembling of yourselves together. So this is a separate assembling for Israel to come together on this day. And it says to offer an offering made by fire. So we're supposed to have something as a burnt offering to the Lord. Whether it's ham, oh, Father forgive me, lamb, whether it is lamb, beef, turkey, okay, or a meat offering. It could even be fish in this case, salmon, but we are to have a burnt offering of lamb, beef, chicken, or turkey to the Most High. Okay, and it says that a burnt offering and a meat offering, a sacrifice, and a drink offering. So a drink offering means that we would still drink wine, before the Lord, because it's a time of rejoicing, which we will see here as we go through the scriptures. Okay, and it says, "And everything upon his day." Okay, go to verse 38.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 38. Besides the Sabbaths of the Lord, and besides your gifts, and besides all your vows, and besides all your free will offerings, which ye give unto the Lord. Verse 39. Also in the 15th day of the 7th month, when ye have gathered in the fruit of the land, ye shall keep a feast upon the Lord 7 days.
Okay.
On the first day shall be a Sabbath, and on the 8th day shall be a Sabbath. Verse 40. And ye shall take you on the first day the boughs of goodly trees, branches of palm trees, and the boughs of thick trees, and willows of the brook, and ye shall rejoice before the Lord your God 7 days.
Now stop right there. So here it tells you that when we keep this Feast of Tabernacle, that we're supposed to be rejoicing before the Lord for 7 days. Rejoicing. So it's a time of rejoicing. It's a time of eating and drinking and rejoicing and reflecting back. Okay, go ahead and read 41.
Leviticus 23, verse 41. And ye shall keep it a feast unto the Lord 7 days in the year. It shall be a statute for every...
How long?
Forever.
How long?
Forever.
No, it stopped because it was the Old Testament.
It shall be a statute forever in your generations.
So, as we can see here, we're supposed to be keeping the Feast of Tabernacles forever. It's in a perpetual covenant, just like the Sabbath is forever. So, this is for a lot of you Christians out here, and for some of you non-Messianic Israelites that don't want to deal with the New Testament. This is still a feast forever that we will continue to be doing in the kingdom. I'm just putting it out there because a lot of people are putting out these notions amongst Israel that even though you come into the truth, you don't have to keep the feast days. You don't have to keep any of the holy days. Well, again, this is clearly saying that it shall be a statute, meaning that's a law written in the heavenly tablets forever. And it says throughout all of your generations. Okay? And you shall celebrate it. So it's to be celebrated for 7 days every year. And it says in the 7th month. So we are in the Hebrew 7th month. Okay? We are not in the 10th month as they would so-called put it under the Gregorian calendar that the white man has given us. Okay? Verse 42.
Well, we'll finish 41.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Ye shall celebrate it in the 7th month.
God.
Leviticus 23, verse 42. Ye shall dwell in both 7 days, all that are Israel born,
Okay,
Israelite born.
We shall dwell in booths. So the booths are the tents that we are to dwell in. So we're going to, as Israelites, dwell in tents for 7 days. Go ahead.
All that are Israelites born shall dwell in booths.
Stop right there. So all that are Israelites, okay, shall, all Israelites that are born shall dwell in booths. So we are supposed to go to your local academy, go to your local Walmart, go to your local sporting goods place, and get tents to dwell in them as booths. That's what we're commanded to do. Okay? I'm just trying to make that clear. Verse 43.
Leviticus 23, verse 43. That your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths.
Now stop right there. So the Most High said, okay, I made your generations, your children, to dwell in booths. This is a commandment from the Most High. So we must keep this commandment at all costs. So let's say you didn't have the opportunity to prepare for your tent this year to dwell inside, you or your children. Well, you have a year now to prepare to get a tent, to prepare to stay in the tent. Okay, once you get home from your work activities, we're to dwell in the tent, as the scriptures say. Okay, for 7 days. All right, finished out that verse. Okay, 43. 43.
Leviticus 23, 43 continued. When I brought them out of the land of Egypt, I am the Lord your God. And 44. And Moses declared unto the children of Israel the feast of the Lord.
Okay. So now, we're going to get a precept to that, and we're going to go over to the book of Numbers. And go to Numbers chapter 24, verse 5. Okay.
Numbers chapter 24.